Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly celebrity reading. This week it is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Now, as I do with all my readings for celebrities, they're based on subscriber requests. So if you are a subscriber and want me to read a celebrity, drop them in the comments. I'll add them to my list. Dwayne Johnson is, I think this was requested. I'm still going through the list. What I do with every celebrity reading, I take a brief look at their birth chart to see where they're at now, why they are the way they are. His is interesting. He has, I'm not surprised. He has a stellium in Gemini. His Venus is in Gemini, Mars is in Gemini, Saturn's in Gemini. I mean, this is one social butterfly. It's really interesting. I really love this. He's probably just like a very, could have been a very flirtatious person, but he loves being around people. Geminis are the social butterflies. He really needs like a mental connection with the people that are important in his life, especially relationships. He is a Taurus, all right, and so here's another Taurus. It's so interesting. All the requests I'm getting, a lot of them are Tauruses, and so what this means for him, he's about to enter his best year that he's had since 2011. Okay, so we're gonna hear a lot about The Rock. He may be in some bigger movies that come out starting in May when Jupiter goes into his sign. All right. Now, even in April, the beginning of April, we have a lot of activity in Taurus, right? We have the Mercury in Taurus. We have Venus in Taurus. Venus is in Taurus right now. It's in its domicile, and this is just really good. It's at its best. His rising is Libra. This is really great. There's been a lot of partnership activity that's been going on with him. There is going to be something major. He may have like a major announcement sometime in April. All right, there's a really big. Well, first of all, we have the best day of the year. All right, is on April 11th when the Sun conjuncts Jupiter. Now that is in Aries. That rules for him as a Taurus. His 12th house and as his rising 7th house. Partnerships, all right, that's where his sun is, and it happens to be in his 7th house of partnerships. So there could be some sort of announcement, but also we have our first eclipse of the year. That'll be April 19th, I believe. But let's just say, like, we're gonna hear some stuff from him, and he's definitely gonna he's moved. Looking at his chart, like he's good to go. He's about to enter a really big, really big significant year. All right, a lot of it having to do with career as well. We could see him even like maybe doing something different in career, like game show host or something. I don't know. The other thing is, like, I never Google any of these people. I don't know what's going on with their lives. So it's always best to do a cold reading. I do cold readings, so there's no emotional attachment. But let's get started. Yep. So this is an unbiased reading on Dwayne Johnson. Let's go ahead and get started with his reading. So it looks like there's some things that he was disappointed with. All right, he's going through a tough time right now. I'm not gonna lie. He's going through a tough time. It's hard for him to let something go. There's some things that are coming into his life that he did get the 4 of Cups. Okay, so it really is like, the biggest thing is like there's some things he was not satisfied about. There was something that it really lowered his energy levels, and he's trying to bring it back up with the Strength card in the heart of his spread. All right, so first with the 4 of Cups, this is really major actually, even though it's a minor arcana. Like, you do see the Hand of Spirit here. It's the only minor arcana outside of the aces where it appears. All right, but you see that his arms are crossed like that. All right, so he really is in this place where he's just not in a good. He needs to open his heart a little more. We'll talk about that because it's a big thing here. Okay, there's almost like he's withdrawn. Okay, which is, listen, it's March is a big month. Okay, there we had Saturn moving into Pisces, we had Pluto moving into Aquarius. I mean, this was a big game changing month, but it looks like there was something that he was not really happy with. He could also have gotten some role offers that he was just like, what, like, no, I don't want this, right? Like, but it's just like all about raising that gratitude for, gratitude is, I mean, if you think about the laws of attraction, really does fuel the positive energies of this universe. Now, you do see that he did get the strength card in the heart of his spread. The one of two people who have the symbol of infinity over their head. And so this is really good because it is kind of like the theme of what's going on right now. He's looking for that strength. He's looking for that courage. What's really interesting is like you see that she is taming a lion. A lot of people forget the lion's allowing her. Okay, you can't just go up to a lion at the Brooklyn Zoo and hug it, right? That's not going to be a good scene. So, with this said, it's all he's needs to tap into that source where he finds that strength, whether he believes in God or the universe or his family or whatever it is. He's got to find that strength through that. In inner strength as well and courage. Okay, and the reason why I say courage is because he does have the four of four of pentacles in his crown. Now the reason I say courage is because it's really attached to this card, that inner courage. And the reason why I bring it up is because if you trace courage back down to its etymological root, down to what it, Latin root, right? It was K-O-R, okay? Core. And it literally means heart. You need that heart for that courage, okay? So, corazon, right? In Spanish, I mean, core, it's the core of its heart is where courage comes from. Now, he did get the Four of Pentacles, okay? Another person crossing off their hearts. So, he's in a place right now where he needs to just, okay, because he did get the Eight of Cups as well, all right, in his challenge area. It's really, I call it's technically the challenge area. It's really like the breakthrough area. This is someone moving away from something. He's got to let something go. This guy, you can see his cape is red as well as his shoes, all right? So that's passion and power to move forward from some things that are not serving you well, whether they're good or bad. And when I say good or bad, you could be in a comfortable position. Like, let's say like you have an office job, you've been there for 3 years, things are good. You like your colleagues, one of them tells dad jokes, one of them like gives you free, his leftover food, whatever it is, things are comfortable, but there's something better out there. All right. So it's almost like a bittersweet moment, but he definitely has to let something go at this point with his strength card, with the Eight of Cups challenging his strength. And it is also something that could have happened that where it's something that did or didn't happen that is really challenging his strength. Okay. Now, again, Four of Pentacles in his crown, all right? This is all about structure, stability, especially with finances, all right? It's pentacles, money and wealth, but pentacles are physical reality, all right? So they're earthbound, okay? And so this is really like Force putting everything in order, all right? That structure and stability. He's thinking about that. He's thinking about that now, all right? It's in his crown, but it's almost like he really just needs to open up a little bit. That's all he needs to do is just open up a little bit. Now, you do see that he has the Nine of Pentacles in the root of his spread. So it's a lot of this has to do with money, wealth, and just that feeling of you want to be free. I want that independence. I want things to feel good, right? I want things to feel good. This card is ruled by Venus. You see Venus, the symbol of Venus all over her gown, which is very, what does Venus represent, right? It's love, it's money, it's everything that we desire. And she has so much abundance around her, all right? And so he's really looking for that. It's really like he could have found some of it, but it's still like the things that he's wanting, it just seems like it's not really coming through, and he really needs to like open up his heart chakra. Now you see the Five of Swords in his future, okay? And so this is saying that there is a battle that's been had, and there you go. The Devil, he's got to let something go, and then he'll be fine. He got the Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. And so this is really interesting because this is all about choosing your battles wisely. And the Devil, it's like, remember, he's got to let something go. He's got to let something go. Something's not serving him well, all right? And what I'm getting is more of just like, this is more like a personal development for him. Remember, with Jupiter and Taurus right now, or Jupiter and Aries, that's his 12th house, subconscious. He's in his head a lot, but he's moving toward, again, the best year of his life. All right. So once he lets this go, this is, ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter's going into Taurus in May. And this is the sign of good luck, fortune, prosperity, success, profit. Like, once he lets this go, once he uses his strength, he'll be fine. Now let's get to his staff. Yeah, this is interesting. We're gonna see a very new him. He's letting, it's almost like his career, there's gonna be something new with his career, for sure. He got the Three of Cups. This is all about celebrations, all about joy. Listen, this is good for him. This is great. This is all about, brotherhood, sisterhood, bonding. Bonding is kind of like, this is what he wants. Remember, he has stellium in Gemini, all right? And so this is really great. Bonding raises our oxytocin levels, like being with your, brothers and your sisters and your bros and your soul sisters and whatnot and your family, like having this moment. He wants to have this moment of just feeling good, right? Feels good to feel good and like celebrate these moments. He got the world in his external factors area, indicating, hey, he's entering a new phase in his life. It's literally came with the Wheel of Fortune. This is extremely powerful. This is extremely powerful. This is the only two cards where you see the four fixed signs in the corners of the cards, right? That's stability, that's structure, but also he's a Taurus. He's here, all right? Taurus is a fixed sign. Now, the world, we've come to the end of the major arcanas, okay? This is 22 paths in the major arcanas, 22 paths in the tree of life. We've come to the end with victory. You see she's dancing, all right? So what comes after this? A new beginning. He has a lot of luck with it. He just has to let this one thing go. He'll find the strength to do it. I actually feel that he will. And then, the Nine of Wands here, affirming all of this. He's going through it. But he's staying resilient. And that's a great thing. Remember, 10 is the end of this suit. 9 is, it's like, I always say this is like that poster of the cat hanging from the tree. Hang in there, don't give up. Have that resilience, okay, for everything that you've worked for, everything that you want, all your passions, all right? So it's kind of like his biggest hope is having all this resilience. And his final outcome, 8 of Wands. Boom. This is the only card where there's no person, no figure, no nothing. 8 Wands zipping through the air. A lot of enthusiasm with this card. A lot of energy with this card. He could be even traveling. There's a lot of travel related to this card. But what this really means, things are just going to start moving really fast for him. He's going to be out of this situation soon. Good for him. He's literally... I would not be surprised by May if we see him in a different role in some capacity. Okay, he's going through a moment. All right, but hey, it's honestly, he's gonna have. Think about what's happening for him. Okay, the fact that he's Taurus. All right, Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, is going into his first house. When I say he's gonna have the best year of his life, he's gonna have the best, or since 2011. Starting in May. Now think about his rising as Libra, all right? Jupiter is going in Taurus, and that for Libra is 8th house, death and rebirth, transformation. We're going to see a very new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're a subscriber, leave all your requests. And hey, there you go. Again, he's going through it. He's gonna come out of it, and we're gonna see a very brand new him. He's coming. New beginning. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye.